Today I'm going to run you guys through the cinematic barbershop video that I filmed. So I'm going to run you through the whole process of how I filmed it from start to finish, as well as the different camera equipment I used and the studio setup that I've got that I use for this video. So let's get into it. So this is a studio setup and it's actually pretty simple. It's only 3 black canvas backdrops set up on Studio C stands. It wouldn't have been impossible to film with one backdrop, but it would have been really difficult. So when I was actually filming and setting up for this video, I had to make sure that the barber was towards the back of the setup and the chair was towards the center, so that no matter what angle I actually filmed from, I could still get a clean backdrop as the background. So I shot the full video with the Sony A7S III and the Tamron 28-75mm f2.8 lens. A lot of the footage I actually shot handheld, just because I found it was easier to get really close up to the barber without using a gimbal. Now the key light I ended up using was the Godox VL150. I think it's an 80cm softbox on that light, just to make sure that the light isn't too harsh, it's nice and soft. And then I also needed a supporting light or a backlight. So when the barber was cutting his client's hair from the back, he could actually see what he was doing and he wasn't, just guessing. So for my backlight, I actually used the Nanlite PavoTube 15Cs. You can also hang them on things as well. So they've got these cool little clips. And because in my setup, I've actually clipped the backdrop at various points, I was just gonna hang it up in the background and just leave it on throughout the shoot. So I put it up like that and just hung it there for the video. So the camera settings that I shot this video in, I shot most of the footage in 4K at 50 frames per second. There were certain clips where I actually changed to 1080p at 100 frames per second, just so I could get that extra slow-mo and I could slow it down to 25%. The toughest part of this video was figuring out what I actually needed to film in order to make the video look good. I ended up deciding that I was just going to film everything he did, and it probably wasn't the most strategic decision because it meant that I ended up spending 4 or 5 days just trying to piece the video together because I had way too much footage. In my eyes, it was better though to have too much footage than not enough. So I decided on the day, I'm just gonna film everything and then I can pick apart each piece that I need. Now I had a general idea of how I wanted to structure this video. So I knew we were doing 5 different people with 5 different hairstyles. The big main video that I made included all 5 of those styles, but I also wanted enough footage to make sure that I could create, if I wanted to, 5 individual videos of each of those styles. I had to make sure I allowed myself enough room to actually crop in the footage in a vertical format, because when I was filming in horizontal, so it meant that I could only get this small part of the footage in vertical, so I needed to film all the shots a little bit wider than I'd normally film them. The process essentially was making sure I got every part of the barbershop process. So I got him greeting up his client, sitting down and putting the cape on, then starting off the fade, so shaving the sides and the back. Then I got him cutting the top, making final adjustments, and then finally showing his client the haircut.
Some feelings I wish I'd ignore them. So the press like it's nothing important. The pain won't last, but it's gonna be more of them. I know, but I don't quit, even if it's all I get. Taxes if all I spend. Go for cancel all my trips. Put a pause on my drip. Cousin died, I'm off my script. I feel like I pray I don't slip. Tell me, are you with me now? Ready to put it down. Start at the bottom, already forgot them, but they won't forgive me now. You really ain't ready now. You haters just in the crowd, but still I just look around. Are you with me now? Are you with me? Step in the fire, get ready to take it higher. Real nigga coming out your amplified. Y'all want every black man to be rich and proud. Why these weapons fuck up and turn into shy, huh? Cell phone became your brother, internet replaced your mother. You leaving homies on red, it's no wonder all your friends dead. Jealousy was a centerpiece, so my best friends turned to enemies. Sabotage my identity, why they wanna treat me like a Kennedy? They wanna affect the legacy, protect it hard, I cut off the extremities. I'll never be another piece in your recipe for social supremacy. Are you with me now? Said, are you with me now? Ain't felt this good in a while. They want us to simmer down. Can you hear me now? Am I going in and out? I stop and just look around to see if you're with me now. Tell me, are you with me now? Ready to put it down. Start at the bottom, already forgot them, but they won't forgive me now. You really ain't ready now. You haters, you in the crowd. But till I just look around, are you with me now? Are you with me now? Are you with me now? Said, are you with me now? Ain't felt this good in a while. They want us to simmer down. Can you hear me now?
So that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you stay tuned for more photography content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.